Whenever my brother and I were with our mom, we tried talking her into bringing us to McDonald's. We love going there. I particularly love the french fries, chicken nuggets with a milkshake. I got that every single time I went. It was my absolute favorite. But as much as I loved that meal, this one experience was so bad that I never wanted it again. And it goes like this. My mom had gotten off of work a little early this one day and picked us up at 4:30 in the afternoon. This meant that she was going to be able to have some time to bring us to McDonald's, which we had been begging her to do. We made our way there, and I remember singing some goofy song on the radio as we drove there. My brother and I were so excited, and my mom was happy that she could make us happy. My mom was not a fan of eating in the car. She really liked her car and wanted to keep it clean, which meant no eating, so we went inside to eat. When we were in there, everything went just as you'd expect. We ordered our food, sat down, and ate. That's all there really was to it. The bad part didn't come until we started to leave. We were making our way out of the McDonald's when a Hispanic man with a really strange mustache started saying something to my mom. I remember him being somewhat incoherent because of a thick accent, and many of the words were ones that I had never heard before. I immediately identified this man as problematic and could tell by his body language that he might be a threat. But after all, I was only 10 years old and couldn't do a whole lot. My mom got my younger brother into the car, put his seatbelt on, and closed the door. She told me to get into the car too. I can tell by her panicked tone of voice that she was extremely worried by this guy. No matter what he said, she didn't reply. My mom got into the driver's seat and started the car in the same motion and then went to close her door. But by this point, the man was already close enough that he could hold the door open and stop it from being closed. My mom started telling this guy to back off, but he only got more aggressive. He started saying stuff like, "You can run from me, chica," and other stuff like that. That was one of the only phrases I remember him saying. Again, a lot of it was incoherent to me. My mom never did get her door closed until she started backing out anyway, and knocked this guy onto the floor. I guess he wasn't expecting her to actually go, but this only antagonized him even more. I remember watching him as my mom was peeling off. He got back up immediately and ran to his car, which was only about 4 parking spots away. He started it and started following us. He wasn't trying to run us off the road or anything, but he was definitely following us. I remember asking my mom what we were going to do. She said that I had to be quiet and let her think. Well, we drove around for about 20 minutes. I could tell that it wasn't the path to go home that we always took. I remember it feeling like a really long time that we were on the road. The sun started to go down and we all felt a lot of tension. My mom eventually had the good idea to go to the police station. She called the police on her cell phone before she got there and told them about the situation. When we got there, there were policemen waiting in the parking lot. Despite there being cops all over the place, this guy still followed us, parked right behind us, and got out of the car, running at my mom. It was honestly terrifying. Thankfully, a police officer had tackled him and they took care of him from there. They put him into handcuffs and took him somewhere into the station. They eventually brought us in and asked us questions about what had actually happened. My mom told them the whole story from start to finish, and then we went home. It was really scary to experience as a kid, and I still think about it sometimes. The craziest part is that this guy was confident enough to still go after my mom with police around in front of a police station. I don't know what kind of judgment he had, but whatever it was probably impaired by drugs or something. A couple of weeks later, a lawyer had contacted my mom. He was trying to prosecute this guy for multiple crimes. He claimed that this guy who had tried to abduct my mother was actually a leader in some kind of gang. It wasn't MS-13 or anything, but it was a fairly significant street gang in our area. My mom told him no because it would mean putting herself and her kids in danger. She knew that there was going to be a risk of testifying against a gang member, and she didn't trust the police officers to keep her safe. My mom didn't tell me that last part until a couple of years later. I must have been about 15 years old when she finally told me. I totally understood why she refused. I'm not sure whatever happened to this gang member. but he did a really good job of intimidating people into not testifying against him. I can't even imagine the kind of person this guy was, though. Imagine going to McDonald's, seeing a mother with 2 kids, and then wanting to abduct her, and then being crazy enough to follow her on the road for a half hour and park behind her in front of a police station. And even then, he still got out of the car and ran toward my mom. I don't know what happened to that guy to make him like that. I just seriously hope that this prosecutor was eventually able to get him on something and locking him up for life. I don't know how people like that are able to roam the streets so freely.
What's up? Thank you for making it to the end of the video. This feels weird. I haven't been on the microphone in a minute. Whatever. I'm not going to waste any time. I just wanted to let you guys know I made an Instagram. I'm going to be posting art and like story updates on how far I am through the video. So if you're interested in that or just want to talk to me, then come drop a follow. Come on by. I'm going to be talking to everyone and responding to everything. So if you want to talk to me, then that's how. I'll be over there. And I'm going to be really active because I'm going to be uploading weekly now. But also, I wanted to ask you guys if you like the anime style more or if you like just normal stories more, because a lot of people say that they can't take the anime ones seriously and get mad at me for using the characters. But then also a lot of people think that it's unique and love to see their favorite anime characters in a scary story, and also kind of like it that it's less scary. So I don't know. Just tell me which one you like more, because I think I'm going to be doing both now because it's been a while since I did an anime story, but it was pretty fun. So, yeah. Also, I'm working on something big behind the scenes, so I'm excited to show you guys what that is. Anyway, if you listen to this, thank you so much and let me know because I really appreciate it. Thanks for 20,000 subscribers and all the support. I'm really excited to upload more and keep making videos. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week.